Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 13, week 6, day 2. So today, of course, we got ourselves the faction event for Lair's Lair. And with that, we'll of course be able to get all the normal vault keys from it, the good old orb, and go from there. Aside from that, we still have the current Kingdom Pass going on, still have this for 19 more days. Slowly but surely, we are reaching the final reward, which is kind of funny because this troop is actually summonable right now off of that pretty recent mythic. However, that's still in drop table, by the way. Today, tomorrow, and Thursday. It is still in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest, the one that came in last Friday, that True Damager one that can also summon this thing. But this thing will officially be in a couple more days, technically. It depends what you consider as that. Of course, this is locked on the paid side. Free to play, we'll be able to get in a couple months from now as far as obtaining the troop. Anyways, so as far as what we're going to be doing, we're mostly going to be doing that and vault key grind. Of course, we still need to go level that hero class a little bit, so if we could do that maybe on the daily slightly, we will. However, our main goal is trying to be opening some of the vault keys that we stacked up from last time. Definitely at least 40 to get it to a nice clean number, and go from there. Anyways, let's start with Lair's Lair. I am actually going for a different team than what I mentioned in the video, though the one mentioned in the video does work very well, not that one. Oh wait, did I overwrite it? Oh no, I overwrit it! I was like, wait, that's not the team I showed on yesterday. I showed Triple Finesse into Nimbus Bow. You can also use the other explodey weapon that works with Strix. But, yeah, that's funny. But, yeah, we replaced this for some other objective we had yesterday. Well, I was going to replace it anyway, so works out. Because the team I actually want to use is the following. I just didn't want to show it for the billing of time because I feel like we use it like almost every time. But it is this team. The good old Guards Avatar team. Spelled with double A for some reason. Sir Quentin Hadley. I believe we have access to Leprechaun because we have access to Purple Yellow. And then Hero just does whatever. Actually, we could technically go Thrall. You know what? Let's just go Thrall. We have access to Purple, right? Yeah. So we might as well just go Thrall in first slot. We're tanky enough that it's not really going to die, so we don't really need a hero class there. As I'm trying to pick hero class, I actually want Banner. And we'll just go into like yellow-brown. Something like that. Something along those lines. Yellow-brown minus green? Sure. But what color are we not using? Blue? There's no minus blue though. And minus and green doesn't really matter. And just so we have a hero class here, have an archer. Doesn't matter what we set there though, it's not going to do anything. And there we go, that's our team. Just quick kill Guards Avatar. Good old Guards Avatar team. The alternative for when Rowan is not usable. Anyways, hello everyone! Hello Isabel, hello Tyrion, hello Michael, hello Defiant, hello Jonian, hello Roman, hello Isabel, hello Stacy, hello Sushi Ninja, hello Logic Slayer, hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Boy, you guys been having a wonderful week so far. Maybe I'll get the faction event done and then just mess with vault keys and hand out a code. Maybe even multiple codes if we get some shiny loot, which does remind me, Kafka still hasn't sent me more codes yet. I should probably go message her soon. She'll probably do it this weekend. Luckily, we have enough to go till then, so it shouldn't matter. Though we do not have enough to go for another 2 weeks, so hopefully she will very soon TM. That we'll find out in time. What do we need here? We mostly just needed like an immediate purple. Because since we ditched Hero, we can just go for a super mana accumulator and then just win off of that. We don't even necessarily need Leprechaun to cast a lot of these times, as Thrall will actually end up ultimately being more consistent in a lot of these situations. I'm curious if they're ever going to make Destroy bad. Because they ended up doing that a while back with Explodes. It's one of the reasons why Explode isn't ran as much, even though it's still pretty good. But they nerfed Explode into the ground. It used to be, you know, it used to be 100% mana accumulation. Then they nerfed it to 70%. Then they nerfed it again to 50%, so it makes slightly more sense. But also nerfed it even further. And then Destroy, they just never nerfed. I wonder if they ever will get around to it, or if it's just, like, forever going to be a mechanic. Or just, like, full board clear Destroy. As that was a mechanic that wasn't too broken before. But as we've gotten more and more magic, it has become in the absolute strongest mana accumulation method by far. It's not even close. Oh yeah, we still need one person for the guild if anyone's interested. Still need a person. Any PC mobile people out there? And that reminds me, we should probably poke at the world event after this. Because the guild needs our help. pretty standard world event this week too. We have decent options. Not the best, but decent. And the scoring is very straightforward. Just don't take the lowest rarity. So very easy world event for once. I wish they were all kind of like that. I'd rather... That's one mode I don't mind being the same every single time. Because gosh, it's just so much easier to understand when it is. If it's just rarity order with a very obvious worst room with none of them scaling or doing any kind of weird shenanigans, where you can just keep clicking the same room over and over again. I actually do prefer that compared to the variety versions. It's probably one of the only few modes where I would say that. Because every other mode almost needs like more variety, like Bounty Hunter for example, where you just keep fighting the same fight over and over at the end. But when it comes to world event, I feel like it needs the inverse. It needs less variety, not more. What's that loud, Jason? Welcome, welcome. Mostly because it drastically changes, I think, is the biggest issue. Because from week to week, you just have a completely different drop table. Which makes it confusing. And the worst part is they don't even show it in game anywheres. That's still always the baffling part. Another one that's really weird with that is you actually can't see when the mythic ends. Like the mythic that's currently running right now. It has no end date. It never does in game. Its actual end date is this Friday reset time. But nowhere's in the game does it show that unless you just already know. Because its actual end date is like what, 2 days, 5 hours, 49 minutes. But nowhere's in the game can you see that timer. Which is really weird because they put up a timer for like literally everything. Yeah, one of those things like that that's pretty important, like a new mythic. There's no timer on it, even though it does have a timer. Just not a visible one. It's always kind of strange. They can't take everything away from us. Wait, what were we saying that to? You max Spirit Call today? Nice. Yeah, we're definitely not today, but I do want to get some XP for it. Nothing else, at least get it a level or something. As it does need it. Also, is that the Lair background? Actually looks pretty cool. I never really even noticed it. Hey, look at that. I don't think I've ever taken a good look at Lair's full background. It's actually pretty cool. Also, it has a dragon there, too. Which is kind of funny, as this faction has literally no dragons or even something remotely close to it. I guess technically it's attacking the Lair. More so than anything. Almost looks like an electric dragon, too. That or it could just be electric in the sky. It's about to destroy the mansion, pretty much. It's about to destroy the Lair. Lauraza's Lair. So I keep just calling it Lair in all the titles of everything because I have no clue how to spell Lauraza properly off the top of my head. L-Y-R-A-S-Z-A. What a weird word. Lauraza. Yeah, for like all the video titles and descriptions, it literally just says Lair in every instance instead of Lauraza's Lair. Because I know if I try spelling that without any other context, it'll be spelled incorrectly. At least one letter will be off. I know the faction is called something Lair. It's the only Lair. Actually, what's this Friday's faction called? You know what? Let's go look at the faction troops. Someone said yesterday, and I actually didn't get to look at it yet. But someone said that they updated it the other day. They had a new faction's called Court of Foxes. So time to call it Court. Though there's already a court, so that's the easy one though. Let's see what these things do. I never looked these up earlier. Just go do it right now. So here's all the new faction troops for this Friday. I'll be covering it in its own video this Friday, of course. You know, I'm just going to copy link address. It's going to be quicker that way. Okay, that one's a legendary. We'll copy paste that one last. Also, hopefully we'll copy paste the actual correct one because there's 3 images. 2 of them are for the boss thing. I'm pretty sure this is the right one though. Alright, let's see if any of these are any good. They probably have choice mechanics if I had to guess. Also, they're all foxes apparently. That makes sense based on the fact that it's called Court of Foxes. Anyways, let me put them in rarity order. Alright, let's start from common and work our way up. This one looks so much different than the other 3. Anyways. So, Court Herald. It is a rare war gear Fae. And assumably most of these will be war gear. War gear, war gear, war gear. Okay, this is a super heavy war gear kingdom. As elemental heavy as Nexus was, this place is just pure war gear, which we already kind of knew. But even their faction is pure war gear. So, wait, is that a 3 mana cost? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that the actual mana cost? I think that is. I don't think that's a placeholder 3. I think that's its actual mana cost. Wait, let's see what it does. Wait, choose 1. Deal some damage to an enemy? No, it's definitely not 3. I think this is a placeholder number. Its actual mana cost is definitely not 3. There's no way if it does that many things. It'd be cool if it was, but there's no way they would make a rare like that. But no, that's just a placeholder number. It's probably like 12. But anyways, it either deals magic plus 3 damage to an enemy and summons a Shadow Fox, which is this guy. Or it'll deal magic plus 3 damage to an enemy and gain 5 magic. Alright, both are kind of average, but doing some damage with an okay summon could be okay. I don't know, we'll just have to see. It depends what his mana cost is, since we don't actually know. Because it's definitely not 3. I can tell you that. It sounds like about a 12 to 13 based on what it says. Maybe 11 at the lowest. Anyways, next, the Ultra Rare. War Gear Fae. 12 mana cost red, blue. It gets to either... also, this would be pretty good in the faction, though, in order for resummon. Outside the faction, I don't see it getting used much, but this could be the summoner for the faction. This one gets to either explode magic plus 1 purple gems, or mana burn the first 2 enemies. Interesting, a double mana burn? That's not good enough, though. Yeah, this one's pretty bad. And you'd probably use it more so for its mana accumulation in the context of the faction, that's about it. Alright, so Shadow Fox. This one actually gets summoned by the other one, so if this one is relevant, the other guy is also relevant. He's a Wargear Fae. He ends up converting all yellow gems to spirit gems, or, for a second I thought he would have Empower, that would have been insane. Convert all yellow gems to spirit gems, so yellow gems to blue gems that then mana drain the enemy, or converts all yellow gems to skulls. Alright, so both of them do something with yellow. But you have, oh, this is interesting. I think this is actually the first situation of this existing within the game. So essentially what this is it is a double convert for the same color. So most things, when they convert something, you know, they convert it from one thing to another thing. And you don't get to choose what that other thing is, a lot of times. But this one actually has a double choice as to what that could be. It could either convert all yellow to spirit, or it can convert all yellow to skulls. So gives it a bit more versatility. Some do it kind of the other way around, where they could do it based on one color. But then, oh, actually, yeah, I guess this is the worst version of that. Because some things can convert a color that's always the same color. You don't get to choose the color, but you get to choose what it converts into. This is kind of like that, but only 2 of them, but you have access to the mana drain. I don't know, it's not bad. It's not over the top good either. The biggest thing making it probably unusable is it doesn't have Empower. In the context of the faction, like, you wouldn't mind this guy summoning it. So at this point, it looks like you'll run one of him with 3 to legends. We don't even know what the legend is, but it seems like what you'll do is run legend, legend, him, legends. And by him, I mean Court Herald. And I'll probably be your team. Let's see what the legend actually is. Anyways, the Foxfire King. It is a War Gear Fae. Oh, let me guess. This gives 50% mana start to all War Gear. Oh, that's actually kind of good. This, oh, 90%. Like 99%. I don't even need to see it to know that's what it's going to do. Yep. Oh, no, wait. That's not what it does. Wait. I saw 50%. It was like, yep, nope. Wait, 50% chance to inflict Fairy Fire on a random enemy when matching red gems. Is that good? No. If that was 100%, it would be. But the inconsistency of that is concerning. Let's see what his ability does, though. Choose 1. Deal magic plus 2 true damage to all enemies, or deal magic plus 2 true damage to the weakest enemy, boosted by red gems and spirit gems. Alright, so basically you're going to true damage spam the faction. So what I said earlier still hasn't changed. The meta for the faction would end up being 3 legends with 1 of the rare, with the rare likely being in 3rd slot, and the legends being every other slot on your team. Yeah, it's not good. It's not going to be used outside the faction. None of these are. They're all very underwhelming, unfortunately. It's kind of hoping a legend would be useful. But yeah, they all don't do much. Unless he actually has a 3 mana cost, in which case he is a little bit better. But even then, he could have like a 1 mana cost and it wouldn't improve him too much outside of faction. But inside faction, he's going to be your summoner, so that's nice. You use infinite tank with Shadow Fox and go Foxfire King, a Court Herald, and then a third Foxfire King in your 4th slot. That's pretty much the game plan. Unfortunately, none of them are usable after the fact. None of them just do enough. This one's like the closest to being usable, the Legends. But, I don't know, there's just so many more consistent ways to apply Fairy Fire. I'm really surprised this wasn't a 50% War Gear mana start. It would have made it so much better. Now, let's just go look at the weapons since we're already looking at everything. Oh, what weapon are we getting this Friday? So, the new weapon that we're getting 2 days from now from the new faction, from Volpacia. Choose one, choose one, so choice mechanic. Convert all gems of a chosen enemy color to spirit gems. Oh, that sounds very misleading, but what this means is you get to choose an enemy, and a random color from that enemy will be converted to spirit gems. So let's say they are a yellow-purple troop. You get to choose the enemy, like let's say you choose the yellow-purple one, but you don't get to choose if it converts all yellow or all purple. It'll do one or the other. It's completely random. If you hit something that is only one color, then you technically get to choose, because let's say they have a blue on their team, or a different example, let's say yellow, because you generally want to be doing it so you convert into blue, or, get alignment on blue. So let's say they have a yellow, like a pure yellow, I don't know, finesse or something. You could target that, and then you'll convert all yellow and get a bunch of spirit gems and hopefully get the extra turn off the already existing blues on the board. And you can kind of go from there. That does mean you probably don't want to target that onto anything that uses blue, as you need at least a chance for the alignment. And what's the secondary effect? Or its other choice, I mean. Or deal magic +2 damage to an enemy, boosted by spirit gems. They're both kind of bad. Why do they keep adding so many bad choice mechanics? Like, to some degree, this is almost a good thing, so it doesn't become like the new meta. But gosh, they are underpowering so many of the choice mechanics. Luckily, the most recent mythic that got it is kind of okay. But, gosh, they are so underwhelming, some of them. I do want at least a few good choice mechanics. Like, we have an okay handful of them, but I don't know, a lot of them I don't see myself using. It's a cool premise, but a lot of them are very weak. Which I think is almost by design. Because the alternative is literally every team will be 4 choice mechanics if they all became too strong. And I guess they're trying to avoid doing that, which is a good thing. Because you don't want the entire game just have to run like 2 to 4 choice mechanics. It's already bad enough that Guild War is like, you have to run double empower on defend. Not like have to, but like, you kind of have to. Like, that's what basically would happen with choice mechanic, except all across almost everywhere in the game. Like, if choice mechanics ever became good, every team minimum would have to have 2 of them. Just so you can have 6 total casts instead of 4. Currently that is not the case. Though it could still eventually happen. But they do seem pretty adamant about voiding that, at least. Which is a good thing. But it's still like at least a few to mess around with. As I don't really see myself, other than the Mythic, I don't see myself using any of the choice mechanics currently within the game. Not even the better weapon ones. Which some of them are actually kind of decent. It's just, there's a lot of competition for good hero weapons. And while some of the choice mechanics are pretty good, they do have that delay on them, which is also a concern. There's one other thing that will always probably keep choice mechanics at least somewhat not meta. At least for farming-based locations. Is you cannot quickly cast choice mechanics, especially if the better cast is on second one rather than first. Even if you mash click through it, it still wastes like half a second compared to a normal cast. Which adds up a lot over time. It's one of the reasons I don't upgrade my Mang. If you ever wonder why I still keep my Mang at level 5, it's because a fully upgraded Mang actually wastes about half a second every time you cast it. Which doesn't sound like much, but if you're using Mang a lot, which I used to in the past, I don't much anymore. I don't these days. But if you use a weapon like that a lot, whenever they have some kind of board control mechanic or something similar, basically when a weapon goes from having no board control mechanic to having a board control mechanic, it wastes at least some amount of time, especially if that mechanic is like Explode or Jam or something similar. But even just in that case where it just creates like a singular gem, it still wastes more time compared to not having any perk on it at all. You can still go for the stats without having any downtime, but some of those effects start to actually delay the cast. Not by any kind of amount of time that's really noticeable, but if you're using it for like hundreds of hours, which we have in the past, it could definitely starts consuming up time. As those half a seconds to 1 second start to add up a lot. In the case of using it for like 10 hours, you're probably wasting almost like 10 minutes. If you had it fully maxed compared to not having it maxed. Of course, having it maxed could help you win quicker sometimes. But more often not, it'll actually make you win slower. It's almost like the whole issue with Greed compared to Sister Superior. Or Greed's one explode makes him like 1 second slower compared to Sister Superior. In that case, it really matters because those matches are like 10 seconds each. So a single second adds up a lot there. So hello, George! Welcome, welcome. Hope all has been well. And thank you for the support. Greatly appreciated. Hello, Clip Bomb. Hello, Supernova. Who else hello to? Welcome, welcome. No Exploder? Wait, no Exploder for what? Also, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Also, every single time someone does that, I always forget that I still need to go and update all the emoji thingies. I've been meaning to do that for like ages now. And still haven't. I still wish YouTube would make it so anyone who has the membership doesn't get ads on their channel. It's not a feature you can add yet, though the second they do, I am adding it. Hello, G. Smith. Hello, Juan. Hello, Mani. Hello, Mvina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Andrew. I haven't been paying attention. How far are we into Lair? We're on 50 right now. We're almost there. We'll hand out a code once we finish the Lair. So I'll go clear dailies real quick, and then probably open vault keys for the rest of the stream. I want to do a minimum of 40. Might do even more than that. But bare minimum, we're doing 40. This is going to be a very vault-heavy week. Mostly because we just had a vault weekend, so I want to go open pretty much all the keys we got last weekend. Is the game plan. And then start chipping into the keys that we still have from past vault events. As by next vault event, I kind of want to have like 500 keys or less. Like 300 to 500 is my goal. Is to consume them until we hit that low. It is the game plan. You've been hearing the updates, the emoji, since you joined the live streams? I know, right? It's been a while. There are some things I put off for like a forever amount of time. Not everything, but there are like very niche things that if I don't do it like near immediately, with how my like day-to-day schedule is, I like never get around to it. Because I like having like a cycle and habits and all that. And just kind of going through similar cycles. And trying to interject things that are not part of that similar cycle. Starts to make things more convoluted. I'm neglecting us? Also, hello, Emanator. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, there's still a lot of things in the game that they need to adjust. They have been doing some quality of life updates in the past. They definitely need to be doing more than what they have been. One of the reasons I don't do the betas is I would always give like so much feedback for various things. And like none of it would ever go in. So I just like stopped giving it to them. Like all the things that were, you know, just like all the quality of life that the game really needs and similar things. There's almost just bugs that's been in the game for literal years that are very easily fixable. Like, I understand some that would be, like, too annoying to bother fixing. But there are some that are pretty straightforward that they haven't done for, like, 8 years now. Like, pretty much since the game launched. Or at least several years. I keep forgetting to turn YouTube's thing to all chat as well. I keep forgetting to do that like almost every stream. I still don't understand why it defaults it to the other option. Makes no sense. Oh yeah, this faction's really annoying. It is actually one of the hardest pure factions to do in the entire game. It is definitely worth considering doing 500 pure faction today. Assuming you already started at this point. Well, I guess there's technically still enough time to do it from right now. So it wouldn't be advised as you being quite a rush. But yeah, this is among one of the top 3, definitely top 5, but probably top 3 most annoying factions in the entire game. Not to complete it. Completing it's pretty easy, like getting to 500. What I'm referring to is 500 pure faction. And the main reason being is all the things that you need to use are all luck-based mechanics that have 3 different choices. And not choices as in you get to choose, but choices as in 3 different things that could just randomly happen. It's among one of the most luck-based factions. The only one that might be more luck-based is that one that has the transform mechanic. Because sometimes you just get really bad RNG with that. And keep getting all the worst transforms at the exact worst possible time. The main issue that happens when doing pure faction for this faction is more so the mechanic you want not triggering when you want it. For example, the Dementicores normally want to attack steal from first slot, and sometimes they'll just keep mana draining or silencing instead. And sometimes you'll want to go for that silence or mana drain, and you'll have a 2 out of 3 chance that it will land it. But then it keeps wanting to steal attack, and then they cast on you and then you lose. You don't get to choose, which makes it very, very luck-based. You only get to choose your target. You don't get to choose what you get to do to the target. Because I hope it hits the mechanic you want. Oh yeah, the Horde oh yeah, it's almost the 1-year Horde Mimic. I was planning on covering a video for the 1-year mark. The 1-year mark's actually this Thursday. That's a little brief video. But yeah, the biggest issue with the Horde Mimic is you're never any closer to getting it. It's not like it has like a mini progression system where you're constantly getting more progress towards it. It's just you either get it or you don't get it. And you can go very dry on it for a very long period of time. But yeah, 2 days from now, that will be the 1-year mark of them too. And they haven't addressed them since they released. I wish they would. Because one thing that Explore 12 could really use, other than an even higher difficulty setting, to scale with the game. But aside from that, one thing that it could really use is an improvement to how Horde Mimics work. Not only the accumulation of them, but also the just the loot. I don't feel like they give enough extra tokens. Because it seemed like around the time when they were going to do the patch, it was going to be like revolutionary for upgrading stuff. But then the amount of tokens you got extra is so small. I think it's effectively only like 10%. Not sure if anyone's did like the absolute math on it. But I want to say it's only like a 10% improvement. Like it's anywhere from like 10 to 20, not even 20. It has to be like 10-ish. Give or take a few percent. Like it's barely even any improvement compared to how many tokens you'd be getting otherwise. Because when it was being teased, or you know, like before it came out, I was expecting like almost a 50% increase, even a doubling. Which it technically does if you get the Horde Mimic itself, but you know what I mean. But it effectively is only like 10-ish% increase. If you count every single battle, or you know, all the times that you don't end up getting it. It's like ever so slightly more than a 10% increase. It's like 11 or 12%. You'd have to put into consideration the 5 times mimics as well. Oh yeah, the videos that we intend to do is stacking up quite a bit. I haven't been covering as many guides video lately. I need to. Definitely need to. But the next one will definitely be on the Horde Mimic. And then we're probably never touching Horde Mimics again. Unless we just randomly see them, obviously. But I'm going to stop keeping track of them after, well, I guess technically right now, because I highly doubt we're even doing anything the next 2 days to even get any Horde Mimics. So the final count we have now is probably just going to stay like that. Oh, you got a major blue? Nice. Yeah, you need a lot of those as you're progressing through the game. Definitely a really good drop for a very long while. Plus all those troops that they added the other week would be good to use them on too. We don't want to upgrade them through other means. Hey, we don't need to spend the extra gems. Nice. Not that much savings. Hey, we got a purple orb. And we got a bunch of useless all. Actually, that's not true. The Legion of Keys is actually kind of worth it. You know what? I'm going for it. Why not? I don't even need those keys. I'm still getting it. Might as well. Hey, how are we doing on Dragonite? Do we have the new weapon yet? I say new. It's been out for a while. It's new to us. But how bad luck we've been getting on it. Anyways, okay. So let me go hand it the code. I said I would hand one out right now. And now is right now. So let me go get it for you guys. As I said, after the faction we would. Let's go clear out the dailies, and then we gotta go opening vault events from the Palooza. But there you go. Use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Redeem codes right over there in chat. Copy paste around numbers and letters. Starting with GW. And give same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,000 voucher gold. Enjoy, everyone. Okay, anyways, next order of business. Let's go clear out dailies. Anything good here? Barely. I'll take the gems. And you know what? I'll actually take out all of them. Just because I need class XP right now. This is a very quick way to get some free class XP per day. If we just keep doing this, we'll gain... If I can find a team, gosh. Where's my team? Wait. Oh, it's down here. Where's it all the way down there? Oh, there we go. We're starting to get so many extra team slots that it's starting to bury some of my other teams I normally keep all the way up there. Well, we get 2 class XP per battle here. So I'm actually going to do all of them. Not because I actually even need the other loot, but just because of the value from... what's it called? The class XP. Because we're getting 2 per. And they die basically instantly. Technically, if we just kept doing this every single day, we would just passively get this max by the time next Guild War rolls around. Maybe not all the way, but pretty close. Because at minimum, this gives you 18 XP per day. Within only like 2 minutes of time, not even. Which definitely adds up over time. He's over a month, counting all the 10s. It's almost like, what, 550? Almost 600 class XP. Yep, speaking of which, we just got a class level. Have I done the new Paradox Pokemon yet? No, I need to. Actually, I probably will tonight. Actually, it's kind of funny. I saw an ad for it on YouTube earlier. There's literally an ad by a Pokemon company advertising the current event that's going on in Scarlet and Violet, which I found really funny. The weirder part is it doesn't even give like the dates that's happening. It just says happening now. So I should probably go do it already. Also, we probably will still be doing a midday stream tomorrow for good old RuneScape. It's actually the 1 month mark. It'll be like a 1 month progress stream on the account. Not sure how far we're going with it, but we're still going. It's almost out of early game too. We were getting very close to almost doing fun content on the account. Now that isn't fun. I enjoy like almost all the content in that game. But I mean, like, the stuff that'll be funner to watch. Okay, we'll stay here. So a lot of it's very grind heavy. I feel like most games I play are very grind heavy. It's like a Gems of War. Anyways, let's do Zolgoth here. And then we'll go open our vault keys and hopefully get some good loot. And I already enjoy really grind heavy games though. As long as the grind's fun. Well, I haven't been doing that many midday streams. Actually, the only series I've even been doing for midday these days has been Old School RuneScape, and it's only been one per week. Like, as far as midday streams this month, or in the last month, or, you know, like in February, I think we did like 6. Or maybe close to 8, because we did have that one Pokemon one as well. At the beginning of the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure we've done like 8 total. The entire, not counting Gems of War ones. Like, the entirety of, last month. Hey, there we go. Oh, so we're still trying to get the daily Dragonite. Main reason for this is we're almost there. What step are we on, actually? Let me double check. I actually forget how far we even are. I think we're 2 days away from second weapon? Wait, it doesn't show me if I own it or not. Really? Well, there's another way to check. Go to troops, go to weapons, go to unowned. Oh, yeah, we do own the 2 smaller ones. Alright, so now we actually need 1,000 to go get the big one. And then we go straight for Diamantia. Oh, that's so close. Wait, what weapon is this? Oh, yeah, this is the free side weapon you get from the current Kingdom Pass. This one is the $10 locked, $5 locked, eventually free locked, or not even free locked, but you know, eventually free weapon. I'm just waiting until it's free. So I'm holding off on that one. But, yeah, those are the only ones we're missing then. Yeah, we're pretty much good to go then. Because this will have, by next week. This one will have for free probably by summer. And this one we're getting in, like, 2 weeks from now. Not even. Probably a week from now. Or, you know, we basically need the crowns. Speaking of which, let me go get those crowns real quick. We still need to go do those for today. Quickest way to do that is just dust level quick kill, so... That's exactly what we shall do. Yeah, I'll actually go for... No, yeah, I will go for the double shot method. Main reason being is for the earlier section, we do want to have enough damage to get through them. And then we can switch over to the other thing. Oh, it did say underneath the picture. I didn't even notice that. That makes sense. It is also because I owned both of them that I probably didn't even notice any difference with them either. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Oh, you got both the paradoxes? Nice. I still need to go do mine. Keep putting it off. I'll probably doing it tonight. Finally. I think the most annoying thing is that and I have no clue why. It's not in like airplane mode or anything. But my Switch, my newer Switch, the Wi-Fi just does not work on it. When it's wired up, it does. Yeah, no worries, John. Hey, you'll help me if you want. Well, Tyrion said earlier they were like 4 or 5 star. Which means they should be relatively easy if they're 4 or 5 star. Like soloable level one-shot. Because most 4 stars, they like ultra get one-shotted in like 2 turns. 5 star not as easily. But even if they're like pseudo legends, they should go down like so easy. Like the event would probably take like 5 minutes. Like if there's a 4 star variant, you could probably kill it both in like under 10 minutes. 5 star would take slightly longer, but not by much. Just haven't gotten around to it. Lester. Speaking of which, Sword's Edge will be the first 30-star kingdom in Gems of War in a couple weeks. Unfortunately, I will not have the resources by then to make it a 30-star. I wonder if anyone will. There's definitely like some handful of people out there that will immediately have a 30-star Sword's Edge. I plan to get it there, though I will not be able to for a couple months, even though it's coming out in a couple weeks. Which at this point, I think it's like 2 weeks. I keep saying couple weeks, and at this point, it's actually less than a couple weeks. I believe it's 2 Mondays from now, if I'm not mistaken. Easy way to check. It is... The exact date is... Oh, wait. Hold up. Where'd it go? Oh, wait. Hold up. Did they move it? Oh, no. These are the weapons. I was like, wait. Where's the Sword's Edge? I was gonna say. There it is. No, that's Leonis Empire. There it is. March 27th. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's like 3 Mondays from now. Okay, so it is a couple weeks. Hey, I am still right. Yeah, a couple weeks from now. So hello, Clip Bomb. Welcome. I mean, I'll catch you later, Clip Bomb. I mean. You're making strange comments at work? Oh, no. Don't do anything that'll get you fired, gosh. I feel like I make a lot of awkward remarks, like when I'm with close friends, because we might like have like a lot of inside jokes and other similar things. I feel like to the average person, I don't though. Only people I know like very, very well. Or if you overhear our conversations, you'll have like no clue what's going on. Oh, you're gonna have Zolkari to 20 for the magic. Nice. Huge congrats. Where's your hello? I said hello to you, Lester, but hello again, Lester. Welcome. I haven't mentioned you by name like 3 times already. But hello. Yeah, that's the only problem with event keys. You don't guarantee get it. So if you haven't already, you can get 10 free event keys every single week through Glory in the shop. I wish I could normally show that whenever. It's really weird because it's one of the things that when you buy, it actually gets removed from the screen. Which I'm not sure why they do that. It's one of the only few things in the shop that if you actually buy it out, it will disappear. Logic's there. I thought the same thing. I didn't make any comment on it though. Oh, what am I doing? That's a Damon. No Merchant or Angels today, though we're not really hunting for them. We're just trying to get our 10 crowns, get in, get out, and then open some vault keys. See where our crown progress is, and then we'll go finally get to the vault keys already. We are 1 off. No, why? It's gonna be like that. Well, let's keep going. You know, I should probably go use the quick kill team. Oh, or never mind. Perfect. Exact next fight. How convenient. Okay, now we can go to vaults. Perfect. Give me that. So we can make progress on all the other things. Not much to really show, though, because we're not going to be covering a video on Vulpine Hunter. And we do have the other weapon, but the weapon doesn't really do much either. The rest of them are mostly just to have them, more so than anything. Anyways, so, next order of business, not that. Let's go do Volkies. I said we'd open at least 40, and actually 41 now, since we got a Volkey from the other thing. Let's go open 41 then. Until we have a nice clean 1,900. And of course we'll run get some good old Magnesia. I can't wait to try the Diamantia version though. We are so close. We are like, what, a month away from doing Diamantia? So close, yet so far. There's so many things that are just amazing for in the current state of the game. Currently what we're doing right now being one of them. I believe it even has enough damage to one-shot. Good luck on the keys, thank you. Hopefully we'll get something. Yeah, most troops are only obtained for completion purposes. But luckily the gameplay loop in Gems of War is kind of nice, since even the worst things still help you towards that. You usually get a bunch of kingdom upgrades, which is nice. Like, everything pretty much ties into kingdom upgrades. More kingdom upgrades means more gems, means more content unlocks, and just kind of keeps cycling over and over again. It's actually a pretty good gameplay loop. It all kind of ties together. Even if something's completely useless, it still helps with your progression. Which is good, because like 90% of things are completely useless. So it's very convenient that that is the case. Well, that's kind of the case in every game. There's always a meta that forms that makes a lot of other content less usable. Did you already build teams for the new faction? I need to double check what color it is. I haven't actually built up the teams yet. I'll be covering it Friday morning, most likely. So in, what is that, 2.5 days from now? Oh, we just got the 300 gem drop. Nice. Yeah, I'll be covering that like Friday morning or Friday afternoon or so. Oh, it's red-green. Oh, we got Marilith options. Red-green's a bit of an awkward color, though. Even though we have Marilith Leprechaun, we don't have access to Iron Gut. Which leaves it a little awkward. Because then we have, like, Zolgoth builds. We do have access to standard Rowan. So we do have that for low-level range, which is nice. The biggest issue is the higher-level range. Maybe I'll show Truffle Team. We actually have access to... oh, but we don't have access to Forest Troll. So we don't have the infinite loop version of it. But we do have access to Mirage Queen plus... plus Truffle. How did that not get full mana? After all that. Hey, you know what team I could show since we have access to red-green? We could do the... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we could. No. Yeah, because we do have the Empower option, I believe. We could show the Yagwei Queen Titania team. Because Yagwei's available this week. I mentioned, like, the Yagwei Queen Titania combo, but I never actually showed the team in the Monday video. Because it would actually be pretty good for running the faction. The problem is it wouldn't be able to go all the way to 500. It'd eventually fall off. It's the only problem with showing it for that. Like, you could do it all the way to 500, but it starts falling off around 300 or 250 or even 200 sometimes. Like, it'll go a while, but then it'll start getting too slow. This is not meant to deal with stats that high. Though pretty much everything starts to slow down compared to insta-kill. It's one of the reasons why high-level delves almost always run insta-kill. As it doesn't slow down regardless of what the enemy stats are. Whereas, of course, anything that does like AoE damage or anything similar, even if it's really good AoE damage, will start to fall behind the curve of their durability. Even Tesla does. Not to as much of a degree. Oh yeah, we can show Tesla build if we have red-green. Oh, you know what? Maybe we do that for the other team then. Because we have access to like our Skier Shield, double Tesla, Hoisting Astra, and teams like that. The good old double Tesla build. And even if you don't have double, you can just put like a Leprechaun there to mana accumulate more. I believe Tesla was available pretty recently too. It should also be available in event keys in a couple months with the Adana rework. Almost a couple weeks. No, a couple months from now. Because Adana is getting a rework, I believe it was in May? Which is kind of around the corner at this point. 2 months from now or so. When it comes to event weeks for Gems of War, that's pretty recent. That's pretty soon. Oh yeah, you could run double Venoxia. And have them feed into themselves and feed one other thing to something that uses blue. We even got that one weapon that kind of synergizes with it a little bit. Because I was messing with it with Venoxia. Was it earlier this week or last week? I don't remember. It was that one that created like a bunch of green. Because I believe one of its colors was blue, so it could actually utilize the blue from Venoxia. I believe it was like blue-purple that creates green or something. I think that was on the Pete side in the past, now that I think about it. It's slightly a money-locked weapon at the moment. It's actually pretty good, but I don't know. It didn't seem good enough to bother using. Like, it seemed weaker in practice. Like, on paper, it seemed really good. But when actually using it, it seemed just like usable, but just not something you would use a lot. I was expecting it to be a bit stronger. No, in all fairness, even some of the most usable weapons I don't feel like I use a lot. Like, for example, gosh, why do I already forget its name? Flask. I'm pretty sure it has a bigger name than just Flask, but whatever that one Flask is called, the one that creates a bunch of potion gems. Like, that's an insanely good hero weapon. But I don't feel like I have much of a need to use it in most teams. Even though I'd probably place it in like the top 5 strongest weapons in the entire game. I think it's mostly because if I want a weapon like that, I generally want Rope Dart instead. Rope Dart just gets the job done better a lot of times. All the extra turn weapons are pretty good though. Yeah, we have 2 ways of pronouncing all the troops in the game. There's the correct way, and whatever on earth we figure out to say it incorrectly. There's been some really funny ones over the years. Actually, I think one of the funniest is the way that I did Apothecary. Because I didn't realize initially that it was Apothecary. Like, you know, like the potion thing. I thought it was just like some kind of word, but not specifically apothecary. So I think I ended up calling it like apothecary or something when it first came out. Pretty sure I called it apothecary because I didn't realize it was apothecary. Because I know what apothecary is. I just didn't realize at the exact moment in time that that word was apothecary. So I called it like apothecary for like the first few days. Do you know if the Centauri Mage... Oh yeah, it's available. I mentioned the weekly video too. It was available as of last Friday. Main reason a lot of people didn't notice is it was Vault Weekend. So a lot of people were doing Vault Weekends. Oh, so wait, what am I doing right now? Wait, why am I doing this in Explore? Wait. Why? Wait, why am I even in Explore right now? Wait, go back. How did that even happen? We somehow got out of the Vault grinds when I was mash clicking earlier. And I keep looking over at chat and didn't even realize I was over here. How's that even happen? I was probably doing that for like 5 minutes straight too. How did I even get out of this menu? Because I'm just going through the motions of the team, not even noticing what the enemy team is. But I do find that funny that I can play a team without even looking at it. It doesn't matter what the enemy team is. It doesn't almost even matter what our own team is. We'll get into some kind of motion that will keep cycling the team over and over again. Without even like looking at the screen. We actually did a video on that a while back too. Where we literally like covered the screen and we're playing the game. Because you eventually just get into the motion that does the correct input. And just keep doing that over and over again. Where even without looking at the screen, you already know what the inputs are that you need. Even on any point in the stage of the game that you're in. You can't do that for harder fights like, you know, Guild War. But for ones that have an obvious objective, you can cycle them without barely even looking at the screen, if even at all. Because you know when you click on somewheres and it doesn't work what your current situation is. Hey, we got one of the tarot cards. You think I went out of Vault to go give a second code? I don't know, we'll see. If we get any of like the good drops, we will. The good drops being Major Silver, or you know, Silver Glory, Gold Glory, and Pet Orb, Major Pet Orb, that is. Like any of those three. That's basically what we're hunting for. Obviously, any amount of value is good. But those are the biggest three we're looking for whenever we're opening these. Unfortunately, we're not getting any orbs, which don't even give us a chance at getting them. So all of them are particularly in the major orb as well. Also, I feel like we're not getting that many major orbs tonight. We haven't seen a single one. We did less keys last night and got like 10 majors. Getting like none right now. Yeah, 300 gems is a good drop. It's a good drop in a different way that I consider the orbs a good drop, though. Oh, so I still have never gotten the big gem drop from the Epic Vault Key. If we ever start opening them, I hope I get it. Let's just see it. Oh no, I got the verse I needed, but it's the troop, not the actual verse. I wish you could trade out spirit copies of those for the verse themselves. That'd be pretty cool. It's something they're never going to implement, like some kind of use for the billion Cedrics everyone has. That's one of those things that'd be really cool if it was. That way, if you ever got it as a card, you could also trade it in for verses. So one of the most useful things would, of course, just be if they ended up just giving us options for them. Like being able to upgrade them and such. And trade between them. Because so many people, like pretty much everyone, has one verse that is lower than every other verse. Just universally across the entire game. Oh, sorry, Jason, what was your question? Genki just remembered, reminded you that you meant to ask you about the Ascending Centauri Mage. Did you use shards to ascend it to Legendary? No. Basically what I did, I think I just used 2 small blues. Actually, did I even bother upgrading it? Wait. I know I didn't get enough copies to upgrade it, so either double blued it or major blued. Assuming based on its rank, I probably double blued it. What was it called again? Oh yeah, I'm not even on default thing. I forget how to spell the second part, so I'm just gonna type in mage. It's under S, I believe. Wait, how many things are there with the word mage in it? Gosh. I'm gonna have to type the other part. How do you spell it? Is it like Satori? Yeah, there is Satori mage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I got 1 copy of it. Well, technically 4 because I got like 1 or 2 and then wanted to get some for the video and then got like 2 simultaneously. But yeah, I used double blue on it and just maxed it that way just to save some shards. Even though we have like so many shards, and key shards ever have a purpose in the future. Oh, no, don't go in there. I keep wanting to go to explore out of habit of last weekend. I think that's the problem right now that keeps making me go back to that menu. It's such a habit from last weekend from doing it for like 20, 30 hours on a weekend. That now I have the habit to just keep going there now. Because we just had it last weekend. So by default, I keep on like click over to explore. Right, 15 more keys. Oh wait, is it only level 10? Did I forget to level it? Wait. I hate that so much because it doesn't show that it's not upgradable. I'm not sure why they ever changed that. That's really funny. Wait, let me go upgrade it. Did I really never level it? I didn't! Whoops. That's funny. I did all the ascension and everything and then forgot to upgrade it after that, or I mashed out the screen and didn't... Wait, does that actually give an extra star anywheres? That's associated to, Gosh, why do I forget where it's even associated to? Hold up. Wait, why do I forget? I know it's a weird one. Yeah, it's associated to Kedar, which always throws me off. Kedar does not get a star from it, though. Oh, because we needed, No. Wait. Yeah, there just isn't another troop. Oh, you know why it worked? Because the previous upgraded just needed to be fully traded. That's why. And it was already fully traded, but not fully leveled. So it being fully leveled did not actually prevent a star level. That's what ended up happening there. Because every other troop, it actually doesn't matter if you end up getting it fully leveled until a little bit later. Because it's not actually a requirement for the upgrade. Also, I'm clicking like every wrong menu here. Where is... there it is, gnome. There we go. I don't have a way to move on the other one. There we go. Use 20k to get it to Mythic. Yeah, that's about how much it requires. I think it used to be closer to 16k when, oh, not a good orb. When there was, 4. But now that is 5. It definitely probably need like 20, 25k almost or something. I think before it was like 15 to 20k. To get something to maxed. What happened to singing the Marshmallow song from Genki? Or Genki? I listened to it, and then I had no clue how to replicate it. Genki has a very unique voice and talent, and I would hate to ruin the song by trying to replicate that song. It would not do it justice. No, please don't. I take it some others have also heard the song. Would I rather sing the song or eat a banana on stream? I'm pretty... Hey! Oh! We just got the new Ace of Wands! I already have it, but that's the first time we've gotten it as a drop. So if we were a free-to-play player, that'd be our first Ace of Wands. I still haven't gotten Empress, oddly enough. She is in drop table. They were both added around the same time last week. Oh, wait, we just got it! Wait, we just got the back-to-back! Did you see that? I just mashed through it. We just got Ace of Wands and Empress back-to-back. They were both added last Monday. Not like yesterday Monday, but last week's Monday, I mean. Wow, we just got them back-to-back. That is super lucky. I don't need them, but we got them. Oh, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Anyways. Too bad we don't need them. Actually, that's not true. I have double Empress now. There are some weird teams that can run double Empress. Like, you actually can build a team out of double Empress. I wouldn't advise it, but you could. Yeah, I think there's a little overkill at that point. Though maybe there's some synergy I'm not thinking of yet. You just double buff it, get enough... The problem is, whatever your green mana accumulator is, has to be able to mana accumulate for both Empresses and itself. And I'm just not sure any green mana accumulator on its own can do that much. One Empress in itself, yes. Two Empresses in itself, not so much. Because then it's probably going to get mana blocked and you have to waste a turn getting its mana, and then you're just in a whole shenanigan that makes it slower, not quicker. You're gonna make her fly to our house and force me to sing it. I don't know, I don't feel like I sing that often. I know the basics to singing, kind of. Oh, Major Blue. I used to do it when I was a lot younger. When I had a voice that could do it. I think ever after puberty, I like never wanted to sing again. Because my voice box just doesn't do it properly compared to before. As it kept getting deeper and deeper. I was really into it when I was younger. But now my voice isn't really capable of it anymore. And probably never will be. Like, I don't feel like that happens to, like, female voices as much. But gosh, after puberty... male voices just change so much. Like, you're basically an entirely different person. If someone only knew you from, like, your voice, like, before puberty and, like, after, is literally a different person afterwards. At least for guys, anyways. Oh, so we just did the 41 keys I wanted to do already. We'll do a few more. The problem with that is every single time you say a few more, and then you'll have like your entire stack down. Hey, we got an ingot. Hey, you know what? That's the first time I get to update this number this whole stream. Which is rather surprising. There we go. Well, we are not hitting anything on the new drop table. And by new, I mean from last December, which is still kind of new. Newish. New relative to the time frame of the game. I feel like anything that's happened in the last few years is still considered new. Once it's like 4+ years ago, it's like, I get it's not new anymore. You can never open too many vault keys, true. I think we're going to end it when we hit the next 0, though. Whatever number that is, like 1390. Yeah, 6 more keys. You don't think we're in danger of using all of our keys? Yes. It's impossible for us to use all of our keys in one sitting. Though there is a way that we could use enough of them that we would run out quicker than we would otherwise. We'll do 5 more and then call it there then. See if we can get at least one good drop. I'm not sure why. We haven't been able to hit like any of the good new orbs. We got like 1 ingot all stream, which is the worst one of them. And the only one we don't want to see. I'm not sure why I keep track of the number. Just because it's new, but it actually isn't one of the good 3. It's just there to exist. The tracker for it. We'll probably do the same thing with those numbers I'm about to do for the Mimic on Thursday. Where we kind of do like a retrospective 1 year later. Not like a whole big thing, but you know, it's like a quick little thing just kind of overviewing it. And then afterwards, just stop tracking it. You should get me to sing Bat Out of Hell. I think I've heard that song before, though I do not recollect anything about it. Alright, this will be the final one we go for now. Also, how are we 1 mana short? Alright, we'll go for this, go for that. And anything good to end it out with? Oh, an orb! At least we get a chance. Say Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Wait, Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat. Wait, what? Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at. I never heard that one before. Is that a whole song that goes like that? I've never heard that version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Does it keep going? Anyways, we're going to end it here for now. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. I will be doing a midday stream for good old school RuneScape again. And just kind of keep progressing that. I'm not sure if we're going to keep doing the weekly one, though. We will still for now. But I might start making it like a monthly stream or bi-weekly stream soonish. We're getting to a weird point in the game where we won't have like as much to do, but also a lot more to do. It's a weird combination. So I'm not sure exactly how we'll do it. But we'll probably start that around noon tomorrow for any of you guys interested. And go from there. Anyways, aside from that, normal Gems of War stream, and yeah, we got the new faction on Friday, so we got a lot of stuff to do with that. And as Genki mentions, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream, helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your week.